I want to tell you a little story that I wrote in the book. It was about my first major investigation. So, what happened was there was a guy driving down the road. He hit a guy from behind who was riding on a bike, ended up killing him, and then the guy ended up taking off. We caught him a little while later, and I just remember I was completely like overwhelmed. I had 6 months on the job, and this was a major, major investigation. And that was a part of it. But then the amount of paperwork that came with the investigation just blew my mind. I didn't even know where to start. And so, sure enough, the preliminary hearing comes. The courtroom was packed. You hear me? Packed. Victim's family, defendant's family, random people off of the street, other police officers that I looked up to, and even the news was there. This was a major event in a very small town. And I remember the defense attorney just eating me alive. You hear me? Eating me alive. Question after question. I could only answer, I don't recall, or I wasn't there for that part of the investigation. And it did go through, but I remember taking my big binder with all this information, sprinting back to my patrol car, pulling off, finding a quiet place, and just letting this wave of embarrassment just rush over me. And it was that day that I vowed to myself that I would never be unprepared for another hearing. I didn't care if it was a traffic hearing, I didn't care if it was a criminal hearing. I was going to know my stuff inside and out. That's why I wrote the book. There are going to be times where you're going to be faced with new scenarios, and it's okay that you don't know. Like, how does the saying go? You don't know what you don't know until you need to know it. That should motivate you to study and learn. Go to the website, go to Amazon, get your copy, and get ready to dominate. I'm RC, and this is the Hughes Initiative.